This is my wax pot, filled with my wax polish, available for sale in my shop. And since it is mid-December, it is high time to put in any orders if you'd like it in time for Christmas. So I wanted to give a little tour about this special product of mine that I have been working on for a little while now. Now when you take a look at it, it might not seem to be anything extraordinary. A small wooden box with a fitted lid, filled with a mineral oil beeswax polish for woodworking and rust protection. And that's true, that's what it is. But it's also a lot more than that, because it holds the promise of taking care of your tools and your wooden projects. It's a tactile accessory meant for the workbench or the kitchen that you can come back to time and time again and use for finishing. It's a little thing, but what I'm hoping it really says is this is something real, useful, practical, made in hardwood, made with care from my shop to yours. Actually, I started working on this concept back in the summer. So we make and sell wax polish and have for quite a few years now. It's my favorite finish by far. Now for the longest time I've been thinking, like, while these tins are nice, what I really would like personally here for my shop, is a nice little wooden holder for the wax polish. Especially because wood can hold this. It's not like, you know, other types of finishes that, you know, you wouldn't want to store in wood. This you can actually store in wood. I want to make what's called a grease pot. It is a little box designed or meant for wax polish to keep on my shelf. There's a couple of things that I'm thinking about. I wanted to have a really tactile feel, be kind of designed to scoop wax out of. And I want it relatively small so that you can just kind of replenish it, you know, after a while. And I wanted to have like a lid where it can be shut. And I guess that's pretty much it. So I figured, you know, first of all, let's try to make one. This is a piece of cherry that I've got here, a scrap piece that I use for a different project. And then after trial and error and figuring things out, I kind of moved on to this design. When it comes to like a box like this, there were a couple of things that I wanted. First of all, no additional fasteners, hardware, anything like that. I wanted there to only be the wood. And in order for that to happen, you need like a pressure fit. Or you can see here, we have a box, there's a hole, there's like a lip, and it fits into the lid. It's a rather precise situation. The other thing I was debating about was what kind of wax polish to fill this with. Because I make 3 different kinds: linseed, tung oil, and mineral oil. And I use them for different purposes. I thought to myself, which one is the most versatile, the most suitable for this? I think that's the mineral oil, because it's great for rust protection on tools and making your saws slide through the wood easily. But it's also great to finish a lot of kitchen projects and woodworking things in general. And the mineral oil also has the added benefit of not drying out, not curing, which isn't the case with linseed or tung oil. So if you keep the polish in the pot, it will keep in great condition. I would say pretty much indefinitely, although don't hold me to that. So initially this started out as a hand tool project, right? And then I was thinking, okay, how to make this less of a hand tool project and more of a machine project. Turns out it's hard to go that route. You end up doing it a hand tool project in the end anyway. Of course, you want to be careful because you don't want to overcut it, because if it becomes too big, you know, it just won't fit. It's rather slow going in terms of getting it just right. Now, after you have refilled the wax pot with polish from the extra tin that it comes with and it's all gone, well, then you have a nice little box to use for storing things like screws and buttons and jewelry and anything else you may want to keep safe and secure in the workshop or in your home. I, for one, have been storing safety pins and sewing stuff and various small odds and ends in prototype boxes that weren't just perfect to sell, and I really love having them around. So that's what you get. A useful little box that hopefully will enrich your life, something to reach for, something to use. Although what you also provide when you buy one of these is support and encouragement for this channel and from me. This is how I make my living, running this channel, working with the shop, and I really love being able to send stuff that I make out into the world and into your shop.
And that's why this little box has my logo on it, because it is a representation of my channel and my work. So there you go. If you're looking for an unusual and different present this holiday, then come over to my shop and take a look. Pick up a wax pot or a tin of wax polish, and I'll get these out in the mail as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Hope you're well, and Merry Christmas.